I'm not gonna beg you. I'm not gonna beg this job to keep me when I'm making $200 a week. I could go and do DoorDash and make that type of money. For those who want to know the pros and cons to Penske, Penske don't have no pros and cons. That's how bad it is. There's no pros and cons, man. There's no pros, but there's more cons. You know what I'm saying? The one pro that I could say that Penske had was like, they don't bother you. You know what I'm saying? Like when they give you your load, when you get your load, they don't bother you. That's one thing I could say. You go to your load, it don't matter if you're night shift or day shift, they don't bother you. You know what I'm saying? They don't bother you not one bit. If you speeding, if you doing whatever dumb shit on the road, of course they're gonna bother you, you know what I'm saying? But that's the one thing I could take away from that job and say that they good at, was they don't bother you. They don't force anything on you. And that's it. Nothing else. The pay, trash. The people, trash. There was a select few that was high. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say everybody, but most of them, trash. No people skills. Like, they robot, man. They don't give a fuck about how you feel or whatever you're going through in life, man. They don't give a rat's. They don't give a shit about how you feel or what you're going through. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? You telling them, oh, your paycheck missing like $500, they gonna look at you like, okay. You know what I'm saying? The pay's trash. Most of the time, you making $100 a trip, $70 a trip, $50 a trip. Like, who wanna go and unload 28 pallets overnight, come back, and there's not another load for you to do, and make $50? Who wants to do that? Nobody wants to do that. And then that's all you get paid. You don't get a commission. You don't get none of that. You don't get extra for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't control a load board. You know what I'm saying? So if you telling me we're supposed to do 2 loads a day, 2 loads a night, and you only give me 1, and I only make $50, $100, come on, man. That's not making any money. When you go to Long Island, New York, New Jersey, you're making 90 cents a mile. New England, you're making 60 cents a mile. I think they upped it to 80. But the low pay don't pay shit. You know what I'm saying? The low pay $100, $50, $70, and you're getting 60 cents a mile. And you're only making 1 trip for the day. Come on, man. You're not making any money like that, man. You can't make a living with that, man. You know what I'm saying? I leave my house in the middle of the night to go and do a trip that's only 20 minutes away, and I made less than $100. And you want me to accept that? It's not making any money, man. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest, if you want to go to Penske, pick your poison. I would say the morning shift is the best shift, because you're gonna be making enough money. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be making enough money. You're gonna be getting your 2 loads a day. If you wanna go to Penske, make sure you do the morning shift, because you're gonna get that 2 load a day. You might get 3. That's where you're gonna be making the money. But the night shift, you ain't gonna make no money. I know a lot of people that was working there with me gonna vouch for me. You wasn't making no money. Most of the time, your bread was missing. 300, 400, 500. They got a $300 bonus. And I was working the weekend wraparound. So it starts on Friday night to Tuesday morning. So basically you start Friday night, 12 a.m. to Tuesday morning, right? In the morning. That's called a weekend wraparound. So basically they'll pay you $300 for the weekend bonus. If you miss a day, you don't get your weekend wraparound. So how much you're really making? So if you make like $500 for the 4 days that you work, and you miss a day, there's no weekend wraparound. After taxes, you're making $300. So you're telling me I'll be working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday into Tuesday, and I don't even make $500, and Most of the time, my $300 bonus is missing out my check. How does that make any sense? I'm not even making $500 and I'm missing the bonus. Come on. That don't add up. You're promising a bonus when you do 4 days and you're not even making $100 for the day. And when you do your whole week, your $300 bonus is missing. You can't be promising that and not following through. You know what I'm saying? That's bad business. So at the end of the day, you gotta pick your poison, you feel me? You wanna know what's crazy, gang? Penske acted like they was the best company out there, which they not, you know what I'm saying? They acted like I needed it, you know what I'm saying? Never needed y'all, because who wants to make $300 a week? Sometimes $200, sometimes $100. It fluctuates from $300, $400, $500. Like, I was making that a load when I was working at Dollar Tree. I don't want to make $300 a week, every week. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make $300 every week. That doesn't make any sense. How am I going to pay my bills like that? The reason why I quit Penske is because one of the supervisors, I don't think he got any people skills. You dead ass. I believe it was one of the supervisors or whoever the fuck he was. You know what I'm saying? He hollered at me. He was like, "Oh, yo, we're gonna need a new medical card for you." I'm like, "I already got one." You know what I'm saying? I already got one. So it don't make no sense for me to get a new one, right? So he was like, "Oh, we got a new one. We got an updated one for you in the system. You're gonna have to go get it." I'm like, I ain't know that. Basically what they was telling me was, we need a copy of your medical card. Every month I go in, yo, Charlie, we need a copy of your medical card. I'm like, all right, cool. In my medical card, they copy it. Cool. Next month, they say the same thing. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, oh, there's a new medical card in the system that you need to get a hold of so we can get a copy of it. I'm like, what do you mean a new medical card? I already have one. They was like, oh, you have one that's updated, so we need it. If I knew that, so if I knew I had to go to Concentra and just get a printout of my medical card, that's easy to do. Real easy, you know what I'm saying? It's my day off. Concentra closed on the weekend, you know what I'm saying? Concentra closed on the weekend. I'm at the shop getting my car fixed, and I get a call from one of the supervisors like, yo, we're gonna have to shut you down because your medical card is not updated. I'm like, the current one that I got don't expire until 2025, like, I'm saying October 2025. The new one in the system don't expire until 2026. I'm like, okay, cool. But on Monday, let me get it on Monday, but you know what I'm saying, I can't get it today because clearly Concentra's closed on the weekend. I don't think they understood that people got a life, man. Oh, we're gonna have to shut you down. Ooh. I'm like, so am I gonna get paid, like, to be shut down or whatever? He was like, nah, why would we pay you if we shutting you down? I'm like, you're the one who shut me down. I got a medical card. It's not like my medical card is expired. I just got a new one. He like, oh, we ain't paying you. We're not paying nobody for not working. I'm like, I'm not choosing not to work. You're the one that shut me down. You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me I got bills to pay and you're not gonna pay me? I'm like, all right, cool. Penske dead ass wrong, you heard? Yo, dead ass wrong for that. But he was having a whole argument with me like, yo, oh, we're not gonna pay no one. We're not gonna do this if you're not gonna do the work. I'm like, bro, right now you chatting. Dead ass chatting. You just wilding. Right now you just overreacting. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to have a conversation with you. Like, I got bills to pay. The crazy thing is, I called the office. I was like, yo, I'm not making enough money. I want to switch my shift. You know what I'm saying? I want to switch my shift. I want to go to the day shift so I can make enough money. Right now, that night shift, I'm not making no money. I'm making $300 a week, $200. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes 100, 400. Like, that's not enough money for me to pay my bills. If I wanted to make $300, I would have gone to a warehouse. I would have done Uber. The first thing he said was, yo, you got a medical card in the system that's updated. You need to get a new one. We're going to have to shut you down. I'm like, what you mean? Like, I don't know anything about a new medical card. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, so you're going to shut me down? He was like, yeah, we're going to shut you down. I'm like, but I got an updated medical card though. Like, I can still run. He's like, nah, we had you running for months with that medical card, but we're going to shut you down now. I'm like, I got bills, man. I got bills. I got things I got to take care of. You telling me you're not going to pay me to shut me down? He was like, why would we pay you and all that? I'm like, bro, like, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. I got bills. Like, you gotta step foot in my shoes. He like, oh, I don't want to hear none of that. You're not going to tell me nothing. You're not going to say this. I'm like, bro, all right, I work on the weekend. I'm like, bro, on my day off, which is a Monday, let me go get the medical card on Monday. It'll be easy. I'll just work through the weekend. On Monday, I go get my medical card. Oh, we can't have you do that. Woo whoop. I'm like, I mean, the whole time I've been doing it anyway, so why not just for a few more days and I'm good? It's like, you act like I'm about to get stopped or whatever. And my medical card is not expired. I just have a new one. He like, oh, don't talk to me like that. Woo whoop. I'm like, nah, you not gonna talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need this fucking job. You feel me? I'm making $300 a week, $200 a week, and you gonna wild out and talk crazy to me like I need this job, my nigga? I'm not gonna beg you. I'm not gonna beg this job to keep me when I'm making $200 a week. I could go and do DoorDash and make that type of money. Lyft, Uber, sell at work. You know what I mean? To make that type of money. Not even in a day. You know what I'm saying? A couple hours. And you telling me you pay me $200 a week and have the nerve to tell me, oh, we're not gonna run you because of this, because of that. Man, I don't need this job, man. I could make money elsewhere. You know? There's other jobs that do less work than you and we get paid more than that. How that make any sense? You know what I'm saying? Y'all talk about, they talking about 90K a year. Where? 90K where? Who? I know everybody that worked there, the night shift, relate to what I'm talking about. 90K where? I remember my weekend wraparound. I used to do like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You know what I'm saying? And I used to go to Long Island every night. Every night. Come back 6, 7, 8 in the morning. Next week I see my paycheck, $400. We going to Long Island every night. Coming back, my paycheck under 500. Like, what am I working for? You know what I'm saying? And then they took away the Long Island for whatever reason, I don't know. You making $300 a week. Your paycheck's missing all that. And you talking about 90K a week? Where? Come on, man, stop advertising that. Stop lying to people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas don't know how to treat people. Y'all don't know how to treat their employees. Y'all don't know how to pay people, man. So stop paying people and you won't have so much turnover rate. You feel me? You gotta stop paying people, man. We driving a tractor trailer. We got a CDL for a reason.